Hey friends, whether you have just stumbled across this channel or whether you have been here before, thank you so much for coming and tuning in. I am Kate and I am here in my little office/studio, which I am calling my creative empire. It's growing. It's definitely growing, especially because I have days like today where I go out to a bunch of estate sales. And where else did I go? Went to one of my favorite little antique malls just to see what they had because I hadn't been there in a while. And there's this one vendor who has a lot of little antique linens that are damaged and she puts them on sale. So I made a couple of stops today and I also picked up a couple of things from Facebook Marketplace. Friends, wait till you see the treasures. So enough intro, let's get to it. So the first thing that I picked up today off of Facebook Marketplace was from a lady who had these vintage hankies, and there's something kind of unusual about them. Each one has a different collegiate symbol. I believe in looking at them briefly that they are a variety of Ivy League schools. So handmade, and then with an applique of the school on there. So I'm just going to quickly take you through these. I could not pass them up. No idea what I'm going to do with them, but they're just too cool. So D, it might be Dartmouth. I'm not totally sure. We have M, 1817. So I'm going to research all of these. I, W, W. We have M. Now I know this one. This is Harvard. I used to live in Cambridge. I went to school in Boston. I know that one. C, P, O. So if you know one of these, please comment below. O is 1870, might be Ohio. Another C. Maybe Columbia? I'm not totally sure. N. Okay, so these are the 10 collegiate hankies. Don't know, but love them. Some kind of special project. They may just all need to go on one piece. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But anyway, that was one collection. And then plus, and actually I'll be honest, part of the reason I wanted them, we've got hankies with chickens. Why? I do not know. I'm going to go in close on these so that you can see, but I have 4 chicken hankies and life is just better with some silly little chickens. I love the red comb and top, and then the rest is just little white work. But I think those are so cute. So 14 vintage hankies that this lady was like, I don't know what to do with them, but I just like them because they're old. And I'm like, I get you, girl. I too like them because they're old and I will use them for something. So that was the first Marketplace find. Did not pay a whole lot for them because really, what am I going to do with them? I don't know. All right, then, if you remember, there was a lady. I'm going to feature one first. Oh my word, this is just a glimpse. So do y'all remember the lady who lived way up the country road and I bought 2 boxes of her mother-in-law's embroideries? Well, she had one more box and it had been sitting on Marketplace since I last went up there, which is a while now. And so I reached out to her and the price she had it at, I didn't want to buy another box of it, but I made her a price. You know, I offered her something and she went with that, partly because I've bought that rest of that from her before. So let me bring you once again Mima's embroidery, okay? Are you prepared? Are you fully ready for this? The first one is this rather extensive piece. There's no way I can even put the whole thing in my video, I don't think. Here, wait, let me see. No, I think that's as far as I can go. So I'm going to have to show you piece by piece. It is the little bunny with pumpkin scenes, pumpkin patch, sunflower seeds, the little bunny farmer, and then there's a scarecrow. And then there's watermelon seeds and carrot seeds. So this piece is probably, I'm guessing it's like 18 inches by maybe 24 inches. It's huge. But even just this, the bunny is so cute. So that is a wonderful piece of work. I think I'll probably use them on different things. But the bunny, I mean, I'll keep the bunny with some of his farming goods, but I thought that was so cute. All right, now I'm going to take you through the box of vintage stuff from Mima. I have not yet looked at this. Okay, I saw a couple photos on Facebook Marketplace, but you get to share in the excitement. So let's go. So Bunny was what was on top, and I already saw him. The thing about these pieces was that there are a bunch of different pieces on each one. Okay, I do not understand this, but we've got keys, we've got masks, we have, I guess they're different kinds of masks with keys, but then there's also a light switch, some sunglasses, a pirate. I do not understand this piece of embroidery. What is happening? I've got a fancy mask, I've got a kitty mask, I've got lots of hearts and locks and sunglasses. Oh, you know what? I bet that is not a light switch. It's probably some sort of keyhole. Okay, that makes so much more sense. Yeah, I don't know. It's locks, keys, and masks. It sounds very like that's got to have some symbolic meaning. I'm sure it does. I just find it fascinating. And obviously, I've got a whole bunch of little motifs that I could use on different pieces here. That is just fascinating. I do not know where this lady came up with all of her ideas, but I love her. I love her creativity and that she just loved to embroider. So, Mima, I don't understand this piece, but I will do it justice. All right, our next one is a little bit more traditional. It's a kitty cat. I do love the kitty cats. And we have a whole, these are a lot more of a scene. So we have a cat lying on a really beautifully done little rug on a wood floor with a plant. In the background, we have a painting on the wall. I'm just trying to make sure you can see everything here. Just angle that a little more. There we go. We have a painting on the wall here, a whole scene, and because it's a runner, we have two of them. I just think this is amazing. I may take this and one of them use it in a project and the other one just maybe frame it because I think that's really sweet. It's a little piece of art. Okay, what do we have? Okay, this one I saw on the photos in Marketplace, I think. It's 3 different birds. We have 2 birds. We have the baby bird and the mama. And then I think maybe we have the bird coming in to feed the baby bird in the nest, and I think these are clouds. I love the storytelling on these embroideries. So just so you can see it a little better, we have this with the 2 birds. We have the mama and the baby bird. And then we have the bird flying the nest. Or bringing in food maybe for the baby bird. I love how craggy the rocks are. You know, I think what I am being inspired by with this woman is how she just takes an idea and she runs with it. And again, these might be kits, I don't know, but her daughter-in-law said that she just made a lot of things. And I mean, these certainly look like individual pieces. I love the covered bridge. That is so cool. And it's just done with very simple stitching, but it's wonderful. That is just the one design. It's a table runner, but it only has the one design on it. And then with just a little bit of lace trim. That is really cool. Okay, next we have, let's see what this is. Wow. I don't know if it's a Native American figure. I guess so, with the braids and then the horns. That is really cool. And then on the other side, we have some cowboy things. All right, so we've got a Native American and some cowboys. Really love these boots. That is very cool. Yep, that's cool. Okay, this one I did see a picture of, and I knew that some of my friends out there are going to absolutely love this piece. Look at this. I think we have, let's see, 9, 12, 15, 18 different birds, okay? I think I'm just going to zoom in on different birds here. So we have a little bird with berries, a little bird in his house. We have like little toucans or budgie birds. I guess, yeah, not toucans. They're like little parakeets. We have this beautiful bird with the eggs in the nest. We have a little bluebird, I think holding a worm in his beak, and then on the branch. Okay, and then we move on to the middle part of the panel. We have 2 happy little birds with a bow between them, little lovebirds. We have another with this pretty flower. We have a beautiful hummingbird, which I always used to see in where I lived in California. We would always have hummingbirds. I think these are actually 2 separate designs, maybe. And this little guy. We've got a cardinal. We have a lot of those where I live here. And then we've got this little brown bird. We have this little guy with a berry in his beak. We have this one, like a little sparrow. This one on a branch, and this little puffy one, purple puff. Okay. Oh, and then we've got such pretty little detail on the edge. That is a work of art. It's just a little simple masterpiece of 18 different birds. I love that. All right, which is your favorite bird? Do you have a favorite? You can comment below. I'm interested to know. That, again, I mean, there's 18 different birds there. I think that they deserve to be featured on their own thing. All right, now we have this beautiful runner that has beautiful yellow daisies on that side. And then on the other side, we have these red flowers. Again, just such pretty designs. All hand done. You can see from the back. Mima, you did a beautiful work. All right, let's see what else we have. Oh, that's sweet. A very simple, I think this is a tablecloth. And just in one corner, we have a simple little cup and saucer and a teapot. And then, oh, wait, there's more. This corner has a little blue flower design. And this corner has a little, either a vase, it looks like a vase, could be a chalice. I love that pattern behind. That is something I want to use in other designs. That is really pretty. And then in the fourth corner, we have one more cup and saucer. I love the simplicity of that design, but it just works. All right, so 4 corners and a beautiful piece of linen, actually cotton. Not super soft, so it actually has some structure to it. I love that. All right. Now, I mean, again, this is one box. This is one piece of this. Okay, now another fabric where she just made a bunch of different designs. All right, I love this. This is a Native American kind of Southwestern teepee with the smoke coming out and a cactus. Oh my goodness. It has like a Thunderbird design. I think I mentioned this in another video, but my grandfather helped found an airline after training pilots at Thunderbird Field, and this kind of Southwestern Thunderbird is actually a symbol in my family. That is so cool. That's going to have to go in my heirloom quilt because that'll represent the Thunderbirds. And then we have this other Native American design. Really like this detail around it. And then on the other side, I love that. It's some Native American, probably either pots or basket work is what it looks like. Maybe pots. And then some different plants that you'd see in the Southwest. What a cool combination of things there. Huh. Again, I wonder, did she come up with that herself or was she following some kind of a pattern? Because it's, I mean, all these are kind of unusual. Look at this. Oh, it's a beautiful angel. Wow, and the face is stitched so beautifully. And I do not think she's following a pattern. I mean, it could have washed out for sure, but that is so pretty. And it's a runner. Okay, we've got another on the other side. And then in the center, we have, oh, wow, look at that. Look at the wings. That is beautiful. Wow. Beautiful. So we've got an angel runner. Again, just beautiful work. And I'm impressed by people who can stitch faces well because I think that's hard. Wow. All right. Oh, these are fun. Okay, this piece has a ton of fish on it. Look at these guys. Oh, we've got some little, I think I call these angelfish. I don't know if that's what they're called. But we've got several different fish. We have these two in the middle. We have 4 other fish in this section. I love the movement here. This fish is not static looking. That is beautiful. And then we have these little fish. I love how bright this one is. Wow. Beautiful. Okay. You know, I mean, each one of these has so many designs that could be enjoyed, you know, by itself. For our guest, Nick. Okay, I have no idea. Oh my goodness. It's like a play on Sputnik for our guest, Nick. And I think, isn't that Sputnik? And there's a hand towel on Sputnik. That is just, I have no idea. This lady has a sense of humor, though. That's all I have to say. And they've got little stars for our guest, Nick. Sputnik. With a hand towel. I did not see that coming. All right. I mean, and then her flower work is so pretty. Beautiful purple flowers and beautiful red flowers. A little one and a bigger one. I love that. I'm just sort of in awe of this collection. You know, I think she said there are 17 pieces in here. So this is just, oh, this is just like a terry cloth towel. But it has a pretty little crocheted edge. So this is not a fabric I would generally use. I will probably just put this in with my fabrics, but like my rags and such. But this little crocheted edge, for sure I can use in something. And then, let's see, what else do we have? One more embroidery and one more doily. Okay, well, one doily. It's just kind of a basic one. Not something I would generally use, but I will totally find a use for it. We can always use, you know, a simple piece like this. I think I've showed you before. Sometimes I'll just take part of it and I'll wrap it around something. So we'll see. I can definitely use that in slow stitch. Okay, prepare yourself. Ready? Look at this. This is special. We have an entire collection of insects. Wow. And we've got some butterflies as well, and one little turtle. These are amazing. I have a little gecko and butterflies. We have flies, we have ants, grasshoppers, a snail. We have a bee and just all kinds of little beetles. Tiny butterflies, tiny red ant. Oh, those red ants are vicious. Do you have red ants where you live? They're awful. They bite you. Oh, that's cool. Another kind of gecko. These beetles and this beautiful heart design of vines and leaves in a variegated green and white. Oh my goodness. A spider. A little honeybee with giant antenna. A very bright butterfly. Each one is a little jewel. Big dragonfly. We have a lot of those around here. And look, there's a tiny little bat. It's like she just put down things that she enjoyed. You know, and I think that's one of the things I'm taking away from this collection, is this woman just stitched things she enjoyed. And if she just had a big panel of fabric, she might just put, I don't know, what, 25, 30 little insects on it? Because why wouldn't you? All right, Miss Mima, whoever you were, I love your things, and I appreciate all the hard work you put into them. You are an artist, and I'm glad I get to keep what you made. Thanks for enjoying with me, friends. Isn't it cool that we get to save things like this, and we get to enjoy them and make sure that they don't get lost to time? And I think that that's a huge privilege, to be able to take someone's work and make sure that it's still being enjoyed. And if you have some pieces like this in your life, think about how you could use them to enjoy them. You know, again, I'll show you my purse I carried around today. This is my purse. It is thread painted. It has crochet on it. It has a vintage linen. It has a coaster that my friend Bethany made. It has my little bees that I stitched. You know, it's a whole bunch of things. This is a curtain rope. This was a placemat. We can take these vintage linens and give them new life and then enjoy them all the time. And I cannot tell you how many comments I get on this bag. You know, I know I'll make more things like this, because it takes little pieces of things that people made, and then it brings new life to them and people can enjoy them. So on that note, I hope you are having something that you're enjoying working on. And I hope that you are having fun with whatever pieces that you're able to find. And I'll talk to you soon.